Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology. In today's video, we are going to cover a very important transit. Jupiter or Guru, the planet of auspiciousness, the planet of abundance, the planet of prosperity, the significator of marriage in a woman's life, the significator of education, higher knowledge, wisdom, is going retrograde from 4th September 2023 in the sign of Aries till 31st December 2023. So we will analyze the impact of this transit on all ascendants and the world in general. Now first let us understand what is the meaning of the word retrograde. Retrograde happens when a planet appears to move backwards when looked at from the earth, but actually it is not moving backwards. It is the speed of the earth and the speed of Jupiter in its orbit and the relative motion that makes us feel that the planet is moving backwards. A planet which is moving backwards is also known as a Vakri Graha, and the retrograde planet makes us introspect. It makes us look back at the past events related to its significations and where we can improve upon. So it gives us an opportunity to correct the past mistakes and to understand our obligations and duties. Now, if you don't understand your past mistakes, then to make you realize that the retrograde planet starts bringing obstacles in your life related to that area. So if during the retrograde motion of Jupiter, you are facing any obstacles related to any particular area, it is actually making you realize that you need to make certain changes related to that area in your life. A retrograde planet is very powerful as it is very close to the earth, and therefore its effect will be felt strongly by all the natives. So in this video, let us do an ascendant-wise analysis of the impact of this retrograde transit of Jupiter, as well as let us see what is the impact on the world. So let us begin with the Aries ascendant or the Mesh Lagna. So for the Aries ascendant or the Mesh Lagna, Jupiter rules the 12th house of expenses, foreign culture, and the 9th house of destiny, gurus, teachers, father, long distance journeys, and he is going retrograde in your ascendant or the first house of Aries. So Jupiter is now giving you an opportunity to look back at the mistakes you had done with respect to long distance travels, with respect to expenses, with respect to the health of your father. So during this period, the health of your father may suffer a bit. Basically, Jupiter is giving you an opportunity to fulfill your obligation towards your father. The 9th house is about dharma, it is about foreign travel. The 12th house is about expenses. So Jupiter will now make you relook into your higher education, what mistakes you have done in the past. It will give you an opportunity to correct that. On the expenses front also, Jupiter will make you relook at the areas where you are spending more, and it will allow you to make the course corrections. Since it is going retrograde in your ascendant or the first house, it will also make you relook at your health, the need to exercise, the need to control the amount of fat in your body. All these areas Jupiter will make you relook at. Let us move to the Taurus ascendant. For the Taurus ascendant, Jupiter rules the 11th house of gains and network of friends, and the 8th house of occult science, research, sudden events, transformations, and it is going retrograde in your 12th house of expenses. So now Jupiter is going to make you relook at the network of friends or the friend circle that you have, as well as your relationship with your in-laws, the investments that you make with your spouse, and also the food that you eat. So Jupiter is basically going to make you relook at your finances, your gains, your network of friend circles, and give you some opportunities to correct or work upon those areas where you have gone wrong in the past. So make the best of this opportunity. Now coming to the Gemini ascendant or the Mithun Lagna, Jupiter rules the 7th house of partnerships, the 10th house of career or profession, and he is going retrograde in the 11th house in Aries, which represents gains, network of friend circles. So now Jupiter is going to make you relook at the decisions you made in the past regarding your career, your workplace, where exactly you are going wrong, as well as the kind of partnerships and your relationship with your wife or spouse in this time period if you are married. So those are the areas where you can improve upon in this time period. Since it is going retrograde in the 11th house, it is also going to make you relook at your income, the gains you make, and maybe do some course corrections around those aspects. Now for the Cancer ascendant, Jupiter rules the 6th house of diseases, conflicts, enemies, debts, and also the 9th house of Guru, Father, foreign journeys, foreign lands, and Jupiter is going retrograde in your 10th house of Aries. So definitely it is going to make you relook at your career. It is also going to make you relook at the kind of conflicts or disputes you have had with your father, your gurus, your teachers in this time period. And if you are not really improving, it will create some problems to make you realize that and do a course correction. Now for the Leo ascendant or the Sinha Lagna, Jupiter rules the 5th house of love, romance, children, knowledge, and also the 8th house of occult, research, transformations, sudden changes, ups and downs. And Jupiter is going retrograde in the 9th house of Aries. So it is again going to make you relook at certain aspects related to your love life, your romantic life, and also your relationship with your in-laws. You may have to face certain challenges with respect to the health of your father in this time period, because Jupiter is the 8th lord going retrograde in the 9th house. So this gives you an opportunity to fulfill your dharma towards your father, to fulfill your duty towards your father. It will also make you relook at the kind of long distance journeys you are undertaking. If you are planning to go abroad for education, then definitely it is something you should introspect and see whether it is actually worth or not. It is also going to make you introspect into your love relationships, your children, their education. Now for the Virgo ascendant or Kanya Lagna, Jupiter rules the 4th house of domestic happiness, mother, and the 7th house of partnerships and marriage, and he is going retrograde in your 8th house of Aries, which represents transformations. So definitely this period is going to bring about major transformations in your domestic life, in matters related to home and property, as well as matters related to your married life, partnerships. So these are mainly the areas you need to focus on, relook in, and make any improvements that are required in this time period, because Jupiter is giving you an opportunity for that. Now for the Libra ascendant or Tula Lagna, Jupiter rules the 3rd house of effort, communication, short distance travel, siblings, as well as the 6th house of conflicts, diseases, enemies, and it is going retrograde in the 7th house of partnerships. So definitely this is a time when you need to relook at the conflicts or relations you have with your siblings, the kind of effort you are putting into to get certain things done with respect to your partnerships, and also the kind of short distance journeys that you undertake, the kind of communication that you adopt in your day-to-day life. Now for the Scorpio ascendant or Vrishicka Lagna, Jupiter rules 2nd house of wealth, family, values, and the fifth house of love, romance, and it is going retrograde in the sixth house of Aries, representing diseases, conflicts. So, this is a time when Jupiter will make you relook at the kind of loans you have given to people. It will make you relook at your finances. It will make you relook at your family values as well as the relation you share with your children in your love life. It may bring certain conflicts to make you realize these and go on a course correction. So these are the key areas you need to look into for the Scorpio ascendant. Now for the Sagittarius ascendant or Dhanu Lagna, Jupiter rules the first house of your physical self, the fourth house of happiness, and it is going retrograde in the fifth house. The fifth house also represents your past good deeds. And when Jupiter is retrograde in the fifth house, it is going to make you relook at the time you spend with your family values, your love life, as well as matters related to property, domestic happiness, and mother. So focus on these areas and things will be better for you. Now for the Capricorn ascendant or Makar Lagna, Jupiter rules the third house of effort, communication, siblings, and the 12th house of foreign lands, expenses, and he is going retrograde in the fourth house of domestic happiness. This means some sibling from abroad, mostly a younger sibling, may visit you in this time period and stay with you. And this is the right time to introspect any conflicts you have with this sibling, the kind of relationship you have with this sibling, as well as matters related to your domestic happiness. For the Aquarius ascendant or Kumbh Lagna, Jupiter rules the second house of wealth, family, values, and the 11th house of gains, and he is going retrograde in your third house of Aries. And therefore, definitely, this is an area when it will make you introspect into your finances, the kind of gains you are making, the kind of income you are earning, and also the kind of effort you are putting in, the relationship with your siblings. All these areas Jupiter will make you relook at, and these are the key areas you must focus on. Now for the Pisces ascendant or Meen Lagna, Jupiter rules the first house and the 10th house of career or profession, karma, and he is going retrograde in the second house. So definitely this time Jupiter is going to make you relook at your family values, what exactly you are doing with respect to your family. It will also bring changes in your career front, in your workplace, to help you correct certain mistakes which you have been doing in the past. It will make you introspect more with respect to these aspects. Now, when Jupiter is going retrograde, what is the impact on the world? For that, you can see that when Jupiter is retrograde, many other planets are also retrograde. For example, Uranus, Rahu, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, Mercury, Ketu, all of these are retrograde. Fortunately, the planet Venus has become direct on 4th September, the same day when Jupiter has gone retrograde. So overall, you can see 4 planets are not retrograde. Moon, Venus, Sun and Mars. All other planets are retrograde. So definitely deep down, all these planets are going to make us introspect on different aspects. Now, what is Aries actually? Aries or Mesh is the first sign in the zodiac belt. It indicates new beginnings. It is also the sign of quickness because it is ruled by Mars. It is the sign of taking quick decisions. And Jupiter represents leaders, advisors. Jupiter represents gurus, teachers. So in this time, Jupiter has to take quick decisions. And when Rahu is there with Jupiter, sometimes these decisions can be corrupted, which means that the wrong decisions taken by certain leaders can result in an increase in wars. Why is this so? Because Aries is the zodiac sign which represents wars. Now, when Jupiter is going retrograde, Uranus is also retrograde, Rahu is also retrograde. They are all in the same zodiac sign of Aries. Uranus represents electricity, Uranus represents aerospace, Uranus represents aeroplanes. So, during this time period when Jupiter goes retrograde, Uranus is also retrograde, Rahu is also retrograde. There could be a disruption in the internet, disruption in electricity at many places. Airplane crashes can increase in this time period. Discoveries related to the aerospace industry will increase in this time period, will improve a lot in this time period, because Jupiter also brings about an expansion. The possibilities of people facing challenges with respect to diseases related to the liver, such as fatty liver, jaundice, diabetes, will also increase in this time period. Why? Because Jupiter is the significator of fat in the human body. It is going retrograde along with Rahu and Uranus. And therefore, diseases related to Jupiter, for example, jaundice, liver diseases, increase in this time period. Now, you might ask, what is the connection of diseases? Jupiter is the Jeev Karka. He is the life force in your body. And when Jupiter goes retrograde, and it has lot of malefic aspects. For example, it is receiving malefic aspect of Saturn. It is receiving the 8th aspect of Mars. It is also with Rahu. Ketu is also looking at it. Uranus is with it. So Jupiter is having a lot of malefic influences when it is under retrograde. And therefore, those can increase diseases, those can increase conflicts related to religion, because Jupiter is associated with dharma. So religious riots across the world can increase in this time period. Those are the negative effects of a retrograde Jupiter. So on the world front, although innovations may increase, technological advances may happen because of the retrograde motion of Jupiter, things such as religious disputes, riots, wars will also increase in this time period. Diseases related to the liver will increase in this time period. Matters related to dharma, politics, wrong decisions by leaders can put the world into trouble, because this is the sign of quickness. And if hasty decisions are taken, it will have a major impact on the world. So the wars such as Russia-Ukraine war may escalate. Some new war may start in this time period also. More countries may join the Russia-Ukraine war. So friends, with this I conclude the video. For any queries, please write to us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com and we'll be glad to assist you. So friends, thanks a lot. Bye. Take care and stay safe.